Let's talk some games, okay? First up, Georgia and Texas. Georgia's minus 5.5. Total of 48.5 last time I looked. I'm going to read something off. Sacks and tackles for a loss. 3 for 6, 0 for 2, 0, 0, 1 and 4, 2 and 5, 1 and 4, 1 and 2. That is Georgia's sacks and tackles for a loss. Their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games of the SEC. They had 8 sacks, 23 tackles for a loss in 7 games. It's not good. I don't know if you knew that. In terms of sack percentage, they rank 128th in the country. You're like, yeah, that's not good, but what's your point? The point is, if they can't get pressure on Arch Manning, he's going to make this a game. And y'all, he got a lot of hate, a lot of crap, because he didn't look good. I'm not going to lie to you. But go watch you want to know I think he didn't look good? Because nobody's blocking up front. Go watch the Florida game. Everyone wanted to blame Arch. I blame the O-line. Okay? I mean, it's a team loss, whatever, but the O-line got their ass kicked. I think it was 8 sacks they gave up. That's why they lost the game, because Arch was getting hit as soon as he got the ball. They were sending him from the slot. They were sending him off the edge, just quick hitter and getting to him fast. Can Georgia get pressure? They haven't got pressure all year. Mississippi State, they did get 3 sacks. No sacks won't tell the whole story in terms of your pressure. I mean, you can get pressure on the quarterback all day and not have sacks. Sacks just finishing the deal. They got to get pressure on Arch. They haven't got pressure all year. Okay, Mississippi State is god-awful up front. Texas ain't been great, but they've been better. They didn't give up a sack versus Vandy. Okay? Can Georgia get a pass rush? Okay? That's where I think on that side of the ball, that matters. If you get a pass rush, Georgia wins. If you don't get a pass rush and you give Arch time to make plays, I think we got a ball game. On the other hand, Texas is number 2 in the country, 2, 3, depending on where you look at, against the run. They're tied for first in sacks with Texas A&M. This defense is good, right? Georgia loves to run the football. Okay, they average just about 5 yards per carry, 200 yards per game. They're top 25, top 20, whatever. They run the football. Only thing I will point out is, sure, if Texas stops the run, I don't think it's a big deal. They should. Can the secondary hold up? Okay, Taffy hasn't played last couple games, and they have given up 365 to Vandy and 381 to Mississippi State through the air. Okay, that's a lot of yards. That is over 700 yards. Gunnar Stockton is playing some dang good football. Okay, last week versus Mississippi State, 264 and 3 touchdowns. Also had 31 on the ground. Versus Florida, he didn't have his best game. I will say that. 223, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Ole Miss, 289, 4 touchdowns. 59 rushing, 1 touchdown. I'm going to skip the Bama game because I got a reason for that. Tennessee, on the road, 304, 2 touchdowns, 38 rushing, and a touchdown. Those are pretty good stat lines, right? Versus Alabama, though, 13 of 20 for 130 yards. Okay, Alabama, in terms of who Georgia has played, closely resembles this Texas team, I guess, in terms of comparison. Best defense he's played since Alabama. How's it going to be? Are we going to get Stockton that we saw these past few weeks, or are we going to get Alabama Stockton? Okay. Same with Texas. Are we going to get this Texas offense we saw against Vandy for 3 quarters and 1 quarter versus Mississippi State, basically? Or what are we going to get? Okay. Because Texas offense is playing a lot better. A lot better. Okay. Since the Kentucky game, they have looked good. And they like to start this game with this little bubble screen to Wingo. If he goes for 6 on that, we got a ball game again. Okay? Man, I can see it going both ways. I'm not going to lie to you. But Athens at night, oh, man. Oh, me, oh, my. It all comes down to the line of scrimmage. I mean, who's going to win the line of scrimmage on offense and defense, okay? If Texas hasn't ran the ball all year. Imagine if they just wake up tonight and run the ball. Or Saturday night and run the ball. Game goes a lot different. Georgia's great against the run. I don't know if you knew that, but they are. Where you're going to beat Georgia through the air. So I think it all, like I said, comes back to this pass rush. Georgia gets pressure on the quarterback, they win the game. They don't, we have a game. Georgia can run the ball on offense, they win the game. they don't. Can they throw it? That's why I think the keys this game, Texas O-line, Gunner Stockton. We're going to get good Gunner Stockton, which I think we will. Okay, this dude has played good. He's an SEC quarterback. He's tough. He can make plays. We saw him versus Texas last year. Okay, what O-line are we going to get from Texas? The one that allowed 0 sacks versus Vandy? Or is this Georgia pass rush just going to wake up and come alive? I don't care how you do it. Send the nickel corner. I don't care. Come off the edge, twist, stunts. I don't care. You got to get pressure on Arch. And if you don't, they're going to make plays, okay? Because your secondary has been susceptible to getting burnt. 371 through the air from Tennessee, 276 from Simpson and Alabama, 263 from Chambliss and Ole Miss. And you don't get turnovers, okay? There's your problem. Like, you're not getting turnovers and you're getting shredded through the air. I don't care how many passing yards a game. Those 3 big games right there, you gave up over 250. You did win 2 of them. Georgia has been in close games all year, and they've managed to win them all. But they were in a perfect letdown spot versus Mississippi State last week, and they thoroughly dominated. Like, it was a blowout. Simple as that. And I think that's bad for Texas because this Georgia team, usually that letdown spot, they can tell you a few things. No, they are locked. It makes me think they are locked in, okay? And they're going to come into this game, and Kirby's a defensive mastermind. He owned Texas last year, and frankly, I've been going back and forth on this the whole time because I did see the path to victory for Texas. I saw a way they could win this game. Give me Georgia. They got 3 sacks last week, and I know I said Mississippi State's O-line ain't the best, and that's probably why. I don't care. Okay, Kirby Smart knows what he's doing. Yeah, Sark does too, but Sark don't know how to beat Georgia, especially not in Georgia. Give me Georgia to win. Taking Georgia to win. I know it's 5.5 points. It wouldn't shock me if they cover. Okay. Yeah, Georgia's winning this game. Okay. And honestly, as Nagy, I want Texas winning because I don't want them coming to play us and it being with them with nothing to lose. Because playing a team with nothing to lose is one of the scariest things. But they have everything to lose right now, and they're going to go to Georgia, and they're going to lose this game. Quite simply. Give me Georgia. I think Georgia gets somewhat of a pass rush, and I think their offense puts up some points. Give me the Georgia Bulldogs at home.